Supposed to be $54. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. These 2 minutes expand as far as you can. What? Oh, all at a sudden everything disappeared for me, man. I thought like, what the hell just happened? Come on, don't reject. These 2 minutes keep expanding. Yeah, boy. Keep expanding. The higher it closes, the better it is on the 15-minute. Because I need a closer above this high with a 15-minute candle. And once it takes this high, from this low to whatever new high it creates, that will be our new dealing range, because we have taken, usually it becomes a trading range, but because it's taking sell sides here, it will become a dealing range. Oh, you fucker, last minute candle, why? Go close inside or above this one. $11 candle. Open high, low, close, open low, high, close. Open. Damn it. Open low will stop me, I believe. 11 o'clock open low will stop me. And if this is the low, I'm gonna take the profit above this high, like the dealing runs high, this side. Okay, one thing, let me check. One more thing, let me check. So that was okay. How about this one? Okay, we are definitely looking bullish in terms of the price action. Like bullish means for those highs it should go must. The reason is on ES and YM. This was the 930 low. Okay, that low, this low. Even we had a SMT here. It's like NQ took it, ES failed to take it, and then this new retracement low, this low, it came to trade until that low, continued the SMT here, bag, it didn't even go for the 50% over here, which was still good. Okay, like that unfilled gap. And this guy also created SMT like this. Alright, so it took the same liquidity, which is no, actually, it took only this liquidity. So it didn't take, it just took. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, this open low, I'm happy with this one, okay? Because trading into that reclaim, trading into the mean threshold of it, nobody closing so far. Now if it goes higher, I'm happy to hold until that hourly fair value, which is it. Where did, okay, so that was in my trading view. But the reason I locked is because it's the payout day, so I don't really want to FOMO or ruin it. Don't need anything, just this will do the job for me. Anyway, let's observe the trading view, what's happening. So that's the mean threshold I was talking about. Open low is a down close candle. That's why I'm happy. Okay, if it was not a like 11 o'clock started to go higher, but eventually came back, created that low. That's why I'm happy. But now need the like volatility. And breaker from 5 minute is refined into like this is the 5 minute level but refined into this level, that one. So again, if you are not understanding the breaker part, had fair value below breaker, market traded that first. Breaker was sitting above the 50% of the dealing range, so had to go below the 50 first or consecutive, so it never violated that consecutive. So after filling it up, see, the bodies are never closing below that breaker range. That's a good sign. Eventually, like after this close above, I was expecting it should not go below the, like even the wick should not come here also. I was expecting it should use the breaker properly to go higher. That's why I always say, like when you see the, like when your entry is based on a breaker, your stop loss should cover a little below. Eventually, this would have been a stop loss or this would have been a stop loss if we didn't know like what this fair value represents or how far it should have come or could have come, which is like inversion and that reclaimed gap, third candle low. I first trailed until here. Once it closed back above the reclaimed and gave me that fair value, as I was saying, like if it gives a fair value, that will be the area I would add. I didn't add, but yeah, that's that. Okay, take a partial. How many I have? I would love to take a partial here, man. Regardless of my, where is the bias? Okay, here. What? Oh no, that's okay. I just saw that I had a so now a stop loss can be at the this level actually. There is a no wick candle. What time is that? Where is my mouse pointer? What the hell? Trading view. Come on, fucking hell, bro. That's 1103 candle, so all good. It's not a 5 candle, it's not a 15 candle, it's not a 00 candle. So still it's not good that there is a no wick, but because it's a middle of the higher time frame candles, it is still good. Is it back? Okay, trading view is back. And because after the consolidation, this is the range extension, this is going to be taken no matter what. And this fair value can show a small rejection or reaction, but this has to be taken. Why? Because after consolidation, it's rejecting or reversing. So the origin of the setup will be cleared. And that's how far I'm actually targeting with my top step. That's OTZ trade -1.5 level. Like if you are taking the entry from this 6 to level, then that's also your 1:2 delivered. Who the fuck cares, brother? One gap, two gaps, so second gap low. And that covers pretty much the new week. This is how I was expecting the move from here. Okay. That didn't happen. So let's see if this hourly is super powerful or not. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What I said about that liquidity, it must have to close this candle above this buy side, above this high. Still 7 minutes left. Come on, brothers. Do not come close below this. PDL hit now. Yeah, previous daily low. I know it was pretty much the one candle previous daily low, which is here. This one. And this is Monday market open gap. That level. But this trade itself, like if you guys entered into that same area, okay, this trade itself delivered. I took a partial here, so that was like 90 handle. Okay, that more than 300 something as profit, and then another like 20-30 handle as the partial. And observe, okay, I had 4 contracts. What I did, I closed 3 of them, which is 75% of my profit I have booked. So my previous loss that I took based on this one, it was a small loss, by the way. I didn't take the full risk. I can check, but it's okay. And now after that loss recovery, I have another more than 25% profit secured, and this one is still running. But if it hits, it will be another like one hour or whatever, like $63 or something. So whatever the percentage wise, whatever that gives. Come on. Come on, brother. Come on. I would love to see you are expanding. Oh, I forgot. Fucking hell. So now I don't need this. I need it, but because I know where is the level, so I will observe here. And now this high is more important than anything. So now we have to do from this low until this high. This is the 50. Oh, you fucking kidding me? Please do not say that my trailing stop loss is in a risky area. Either way, 4 minutes left. If it doesn't hit by 4 minutes, then within this 4 minute, I want to see first it's closing above that line. If that is the scenario, I'm happy. But if anything else is represented, I will not like to. I would not like to. What it calls. Hold it anymore. Fucking hell. After expansion like this is how the candle coming back, man. Holy moly. Because it's a huge weekly candle week. Okay. Huge means we had the low missing. Low got created. But look at the weekly candles week. It's pretty much from here to here. This is how big. That's how it's going for last couple of weeks. Okay. So I would love to see the body is getting like it's expanding a little bit, if not a good margin, at least a good size. Where is it? 712. That's way higher, right? Here, which is literally the high of the day where it happened. Like this new week opening gap. should be okay. Like okay means in terms of the weekly candles closing. High of the day, like this high is coming out of that previous week new week opening gap. Let me remove this OTZ, and that's my entry line, so I cannot remove it until it's closed. I have done it already, so I don't really need it. I can draw the OTZ, but yeah, like the stop loss is just above the 50, which is actually these equal bodies can be. How long left? 1 minute and 38 seconds. Okay, so hear me out. If it closes above it, I'm gonna hold my position and I will put the stop loss little lower, because where I put it based on the 15 minutes, it's not a good area, which is like this consecutive down close candle body, that up close candle body, where the consolidation. So I'll bring it below 50 again, like maybe I'll bring it back to break even or something. Like $63 versus $5-10, it's the same shit, different flavor. But if it's closing above it, I want to see the next one open low very small and a good high close on the next 15-minute candle, because we need a 15-minute continuation gap here. So far in this entire leg, that was a very small 15-minute bearish continuation. After that, we had pretty much nothing. And it came inside of this last gap of 1 hour. Whatever liquidity it had around this area, it cleared. Next liquidity is sitting here, by the way, but that's until this one is broken. It's just like, let's say, like when this fair value will be broken, this is the only liquidity area where market can reach and again go lower. Okay, but for that, first thing, want to see the expansion of the range, which is this consolidation, market closing above the high of the consolidation to give me a break. Otherwise, what can happen? This can be a accumulation, higher manipulation as the liquidity grab. Then okay, amazing, bro. No more explanation. So it closed above. I would love to keep it a little below. Okay, so covering the 50 and putting it here. This open low, at best case of scenario, having this fair value gap here. And covering the 50 of this new leg. In my opinion, okay, if I'm right about this buy side area one more time, that's a little too far above the buy side. If I'm right about this buy side area, I would love to see like this candle expanding pretty much like here. Okay, what gonna happen with that is 50 will be above the new week opening gap high, or even like it can go for that settlement high and then come for this new week opening gap retest one more time. Okay. Good thing is it closed above that and it closed above the new day opening gap high. That's a amazing thing to happen from the market. Now the next best thing is having this fair value presented. If that is presented, we are looking amazing in terms of the consolidation high, or the origin of this consolidation high is getting taken out, that part. Okay. Because if you look at your 1 minute structure where the market came until this far, okay, this is Monday opening gap. There is nothing here in terms of the 1 minute. In terms of higher time frame, we had something, but we are trading that before, and then market came, took the liquidity, traded another higher time frame point of interest. Our weekly candles week was missing. Market created that also. Okay, so if it can continue through this area, then there is nothing on higher time frame to stop. On the other hand, we have these staircases like 930. it was a staircase. Okay, the way it was coming lower, it was all a staircase, and then taking a step by step. First push this high, next push this high, and then those are the next one from that area if it can go through that. Oh, you motherfucker didn't give me the fair value, man. That fair value was a necessary thing, and that previous day low. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, sorry. I was overshooting, right? So, no, it cannot hit. Bro, if it closes below, even in 1 minute chart, if it closes even a 1 minute candle below the new week opening gap low, I'm not interested. Week coming, all good, but I don't want to see one more time closing below it. Damn it. If and only if the entry is happening even here, then the stop loss could have been at the current entries and we could have fun. Doesn't matter. Close the biggest profit and then stop loss in break even. So let's see what the market is doing. Okay, all good. I'll be bearish only when it goes below this level. Then I will be looking for bigger bearishness until this low, because if it can break this hourly bag, or like not a bag anymore, but last gap, this low will be a must, this will be a must, just like yesterday that I was saying. Yeah. Like after the PM session, if it takes that high, you are only looking for buy long around like until this high. If it takes this high, it failed. Another route is your deeper retracement fall until the new week was what I was expecting, but day ended around this area. So new day started, went higher, traded into the hourly bearish gap, came back inside of that, then on that continuation, then that fall, that part. So if this low is taken, that's the only time I will look for again a retracement, then the fall until this, and all the other things I have drawn so far, I will remove all of them. This was the 6-2 level trade, but looking at the structure, and as I said, like if it closes below that new week opening gap low, even with a 1 minute candle, I will not be interested in the trade. My next interest is once it breaks that fair value, not before that. Too many lines, too many levels. Let me clear up. Why the old one is still there? I don't know. So I can now start redoing my things which is only this low and that high. What is the one more time? Once if this law is taken, what you want to do is in like change the dealing, what it calls OTZ, from like I draw from low to high, you have to draw from high to low. Okay, so that the OTZ is on the upper side, and adjust it to whatever low it creates. We are still looking at this direction, okay, but because it closed below the new week opening gap low, I'm not interested. And we have traded that higher time frame again in the market open gap of Monday. So I'm just waiting for the confirmation, which is here. And this is not a good sign, because eventually it broke that consolidation range. And then if it goes for the low, that will not make any sense, especially this low. This should be a protected low. It should not be taken. It can take these two, no issue with that. But this low should not be taken before that buy side again. Means nothing. That one more important. Overlapping new week opening gap. So ES didn't take that high again, OM didn't take that high, NQ didn't take that high. On the other hand, 950 high, that was our buy side. Sorry, that was the 1011 or 1010. Yeah, okay, so ES has taken it, Nasdaq has taken it, even YM failed to take it. So because YM was more bearish. So yeah, it's still okay. It has swept that liquidity inside of that unfilled gap inside of OTZ. Let's see if we can be still bullish or not. And same thing, I will be only bullish if it goes above this and closes above this, not before that. Not before that. So understand what I'm saying, don't get confused. Only if this law is taken, I will be bearish. But this is the new dealing runs. Okay, so and it has expanded the body above that consolidation. So I was not even expecting this type of a 15-minute candle. Because it has given that, because if it closes, it has closes below that new week opening gap low, and the level of rejection was also something problematic, which is the previous day low as a old low or time based liquidity level. inside of a hourly bearish gap. So, or 15-minute bearish gap, because on 15-minute it also never closed above that gap. That's the reason I will be careful, and I'm not gonna press my button because it's inside of OTC. Because today and tomorrow we'll see how this new week opening gap is getting used. By the end of the day, wherever today closes, tomorrow you will see it, like let's say it closed below that new week opening gap. Tomorrow chances are it will use this area for the next continuation on Friday. Or if it closes above it, it will come, like above means I'm not expecting all the way somewhere outside of the zone or far from the zone. Somewhere here around this area, this area. It will come, open low around this, and then continue again. Because the weekly candle, whether it's up close or down close, it's gonna be decided by today and tomorrow. And since it has come until this far, better if it fills up this gap now, because should be unfilled until what? Until that Dillingham high. So better is if it comes at the low of the gap and then rejects, which is like the 7-9 level, the hourly gap top, and also that possible order block of this new Dillinghams. And it's 11:30. I'll be here for 30 more minutes and then I will go. Like if the 30-minute I see the price action improved, I'll stay, otherwise I'll go. On a small loss, on good win, done. Don't need it. Yes, didn't take this high. That's a fork. Because forget about this high. And YM didn't even take this high. And all these highs are higher high on YM. Higher high. 950 high was higher. Yeah, this high was higher. This high was higher. This was higher on YM. This is YM. Okay. So we are looking at this high on the 15 minutes perspective, because this side is my 15-minute. So it was not taken. All the rest of the high was like this. Okay. So this was the highest point. That was the highest point, like this one. See? And where was our 10:30 today? 10:30. Fuck, I forgot about 10:30 today. Oh, no, that's okay. This was the 10:30. All good. Guys, this is still okay. Until this low is taken, I'm not bearish. One more time. You want to see this type of example very close to it? Yesterday's PM session was the perfect example. This was the protected high. It came until this far, then it fall. It cleared those liquidities, but failed to take that, then fall. Because it was a bearish Dillinghams. Today, it came until this, yeah, like, we don't know. We can be easily bearish based on previous day close, based on overall price action, based on the new week opening gap. We can be, but I would love to see we are bearish after clearing these liquidities. That's why I'm more interested, and that's why I'm also saying like it can be still okay. for the market to do that. It can be still okay for the market to do that. Hmm. And 30. That's the lowest low actually. The same sheet, different flavor, which is while this low was forming, let me actually go to 1 minute chart so that you can understand. So this low was the lowest point for us. Okay, here. This one. With this move, okay, this move, YM has cleared that low, this low. ES failed, NQ failed. So we are good until that Dillingham high and that higher time frame. And that was the high NQ took. But that same high was here on YM. YM didn't take it, and ES also didn't take it. So two guys failed to take it. Just like two guys failed to take the low initially, while YM was taking it. Now, while NQ cleared the Dillingham cycle, two of them are failing to take the high, which is like whatever the high it has taken. Yeah, what happened is it has taken this one also. So the Dillinghams is still remaining bullish until this low is taken. If the low is taken, we are not bullish anymore, we are bearish. And because we have liquidity below this hourly gap, and because market is going to take this liquidity next if it break that, like if it takes this low, this is where it's coming. 24,211.50, and if I'm not mistaking, that is another daily low. Yeah, like daily low with equal lows. Not just daily, that's actually a weekly low. That's actually a weekly low. Oh, and this is also a good example. Let me put it side by side. This is this week opening, and then this was the retracement above the opening price, and then all those buys. On this week, it opened here and it traded below that area. Okay, like the week that was created, it happened with tradings. Like not, it's not the first candle and then the reversal. It's literally market traded for a few minutes below that area, then started to go higher. So we didn't have the week on the top. We wanted to see market going higher. This week, we don't have the trading below the opening price. That's why we wanted to see it's going below first, and then whatever it wants to do. For example, had time frame, had some clean liquidity to target, identified a dealing range, we took our um, buy long. Okay, got the profit at dealing range. At OTZ entry, it also delivered onto two, like OTZ 6 to as your entry, and this can be the stop loss, and this is how far it came. Okay, so this is the perfect one to trade here. Okay, even based on the OTZ, and because we are framing it after the OTZ retracement with some structures, we got even more. Like my trade happened around this level, and SL was 75%, something like here. It came very close but never stopped. And for me, it was a 3.23 R. And then the rest of the position I got stopped out around this level or something, like in a small, in break even, forget the rest of the position. It's like 75% closed at 3.23 R. That will be like more than a 1 to 2 with the whole contract. Okay, so the low is taken. Now what are you doing? We are doing nothing but high to low OTZ, the fair value I marked earlier. So that is going to be your point of interest that's overlapping with the new week opening gap. If you are not unlucky, which is how you can be unlucky. It's like it can go lower, clear the liquidity, then go for the OTZ retracement. Because the more it creates, the better it is. And I would love to be in that cell because it's creating, it's leaving a equal low if it can go for the OTZ retracement to this gap. So I will take it here, a little above the 50. So in this fair value or at the low of the new week opening gap, that's the best area. And all these are your inducements. I think I got like some internal favor or something. Okay. The other day I was a little bit like getting wet in the rain. So not like body is not hot, but the energy level is very down for last couple of days. So it might be the internal favor from that rain or something. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Please do not press your button. Okay, if it's not your setup, please do not try press. Oh, stop it. Please do not press your button. With just one contract, I want to try something. Because it may not work because of that no weak candle, but it's okay. Think this is that order block entry. Okay, I'm going through something. I would love to see if that is. It's just with one contract. Okay, I'm just trying to frame it or figure it out that if I'm right or wrong regarding my uh, idea or the thing that I'm looking for. You can call it a pattern trading, okay, but let's see. I'll explain once I get the result because I'm differentiating also. Because what I saw happens a lot of time. Okay. Don't want to talk about it at the moment. Let me try, and then I will tell you. how that order block, or how, like, if it works, I will tell you. Like, I have already identified one pattern that when it may not work or when it doesn't work. Okay. And this is another thing I want to identify, like if there is a no wick candle here, if it works or not. And how far I can expect this market can come. I'm expecting this market can come until this far. Okay. Like even a little inside with a wick, but not for the low. If it's coming for the low, then I will ignore this. No, like I will try couple more no wick candles entry, but I will ignore this. But please, again, if it's not your trade, please do not trade it or press it. You can see, like I'm on a paper trading, but I only pressed one. I'm done with everything, guys. I'm done. Like top step, the accounts I didn't lock, that entry gave me shit ton of profit. Okay, I took nothing. It's okay. I took 7 contracts on that trade because it was showing with $200 risk, 250 actually. It was showing 4.4, and on top step I took like 300 bricks per trade, so even more. And even I want to see something because I pressed little late. I would press it here. Sorry, here. What is the easiest target using that? That's also something I would love to see. And I don't really need that profit. I just want to read it. I don't need it. I just want to read it. So just for the sake of understanding. I liked this portion, but the thing that I didn't like is that no wick candle level. $15 bit crazy, so may not work. And again, I'm reading the portion, like see that this is how far it can create a wick, but based on the 15-minute closer, yeah, like anyway. So this no wick candle, I'm avoiding. I will try couple more and then I will let you know the perfect one. Like I'm perfecting it. So let's wait for that retracement one more time. Knew it, mother. Okay, still great because it's leaving that equal low while sweeping the previous 15-minute candle low. Okay. If this candle closes above this down close, I'm gonna try one more time using the new one. But this is not a soup or something. Okay, this is something completely different. I will tell you guys uh, once I get all my results, which is no wick candle. Can I take it or not? I already know, like it's a very uh, low win rate with this type of candles. Down close candle not gonna work. I need up close candle now. Let me actually try. Oh shit, it went too far. I needed that up close candle. I got it. I'm happy with that. And if I put it here, okay, that goes close to the order block. All good. Like the 15-minute change in state area. fair value is here. Could be better to look for a 1 to 2. 1 to 2. That's still a little too much inside the range. It's still a little too much inside the range. This is okay for what I'm looking at, okay? And even the like the way I'm finding it, the NP will be around this level, okay? It's like the rejection block entry, not even the order block, but let's see. Let's see. Only thing is this TP looking a little rusty to me because of that fair value gap is here. Let's see. Whatever. 1 to 2 means 1 to 2. Observe. Don't take it. As I said, I'm practicing it. I'm trying to refine it. Once I get the idea, I will let you guys know. And then it will be your job to practice and your job to do it. Because I have identified something. I have been observing it for a very long time. So I would love to see how that looks. Okay. Like I identified it in higher time frame that works like magic. But I want to identify it 1 minute also. And I will show you after, like once I get my results correct, I will show you multiple of the hindsight and the lifetime examples, like live examples.
You are not audible, bro.
Are you fucking kidding me? All this time? So yeah, like it delivered beautifully. I don't know when I got muted because my microphone has the touch mute or something. If I'm trying to move it or bring it closer to me. So what I said is I will only take this entry if it gives there. Okay, but if it is your trade, then you take it. If it's not your setup, your trade, don't take it. Okay, because yeah, end of the day, you have to be the one deciding. And why I'm choosing this level as my entry point is because there is a new week opening gap low overlapping inside of our 10 a.m. first presented gap overlapping with the OTZ overlap fair value gap. OTZ is here, but I'm taking it a little like little lower than the OTZ where it makes sense not to let go or not to uh, go further higher that part. So that's that. Let's see what happens. And my SL is covering that fair value gap area, like not the candle, but just the fair value gap. And that covers new week opening gap high also. That covers what else? Yeah, like pretty much everything that we need to cover. So like 15-minute min threshold, 1 minute consecutives, that level, everything. Even the 1 minute inversion also covered by that stop loss. So whatever it is, it's a good stop loss, good area, good thing to do. We had relative equal loss from 1 minute chart. It's not a higher time frame relative equal loss, but yeah, I would love to see what the market is willing to do from here. And if I'm right about the setup, then this will be the first inversion for you. And here I'm looking for a pattern. If that happens, that will be amazing. Literally the OT is your step, but it's okay. I'm not sad about my entry area. Let's see what's the next follow-up, like how the candle closing, what's the follow-up happening from. Okay, amazing. Would love to see it's clearing these equal lows. If that happens, amazing. If that doesn't happen, who cares? Like, more or less we have got our thing. Man, only if it had a bit longer wick, or this was a smaller candle here and then the next candle was like this, I would be like crazy interested. What was the time, by the way? That was 12:04. Okay. Okay, this can still be our rejection block formation. Where is the 12 p.m. opening? Okay, here. This was the 12 p.m. already open. Ha, ha. Come on. One more time, break it. And create that motherfucking RB. Yes, listen, just because you saw some rejection or saw me placing the word entry over there, again, if it's your setup, be the guest. If it's not your setup, sit on your hand. Very simple. And one more thing, before 12:10, okay, like by 12:10, I want to see market is below this in this fair value gap again. If it's not happening, I will close the trade, okay, whether that's in a small loss or in break even, whatever that is. And I will wait for the continuation gaps to form before the next entry. One thing, 10 o'clock when happened somewhere here. So 11 o'clock came, took the 10 o'clock candle slow, failed to close below. Oh, sorry, I can see it from here also. This is still okay. So low of the new week opening gap or mid of the new week opening, like inside of the OTC. Okay, this is still okay. And as I said, I would love to see by 12:10, it's coming back, closing back inside. Like inside means below this fair value again. So now we'll have a proper order block also here. because it has went higher and take that high one more time. And best case of scenario, this 6 minutes, it's coming back, closing inside of this. That's like the hunky punky move incoming. Like by this 6 minutes or by the time this candle is closing. Where is the 10 o'clock opening? That's still needed because it's a 4-hour opening. That was pretty much at that level, so no worries. I know. Well, it was here. Anyway, guys, I took a OTZ trade after the range was confirmed, and then it has created some relative equal lows also. If it works, good. If it doesn't work, it's still good. This is the 12:10 candle already. Oh, no, this is the candle. Okay, all good. So where this candle close will tell me if I should hold or if I should let go. Come on, now the continuation gap. Now the fucking continuation gap. Now the fucking continuation gap. Even better, one push take all the liquidity. Come on, leave the gap. Leave me alone. It's like I am Sparta, that one. If it doesn't leave the gap, I will be very, very mad, man. Small, big doesn't matter. I want to see a gap for the power of that order block. Come on. Okay, liked it. Could have been better with a proper gap, but all good. Better. Something is better than nothing. Something is better than nothing. Guys, listen very carefully, okay? This gap, whatever it does, I don't care. But if by any chance it closes back above this new day opening gap low, I'm gonna like back above it. I'm gonna close it and wait for the next setup. This should be a reclaim, not a inversion. Come on. Like this. Moo, hoo, ha, ha. Come on. Here comes the volatile and a proper gap now. Big push, proper gap. Come on. Because seeing this as the propulsion, let's see. And if that doesn't form, I will wait one more time. So no matter what, okay, let me clear my chart a little bit. That inversion was there. This fair value I'm removing, but you know where the fair value is. I don't. So no matter what, it should not close above this level, even in 1 minute chart. Okay. And if it gives a fair value gap now, expect that to remain unfilled. If it's filled, you are still looking for that. Like yesterday 9:30, the bloody thing I missed, and I missed my whole trade. Okay. So like missed means that initial entry that I was, which is still order block, market trading. I was expecting a unfilled here, but it didn't give. So it went one more time inside the order block, a little deeper, but first gap remained unfilled. So I'm looking for those things one more time. Okay. But how I want to see that? I want to see that happening before market closing above this new week opening gap low. If it's closing above it, I'm not interested. Propulsion, retest, again showing the rejection. I would love to see the first gap remaining unfilled. Okay, so that part. But again, read it. If you are not in a trade, read it. And if it's your setup, you should be in a trade from even 6 to level, even higher than where my trade was. This is the beauty of 15-minute fair value. All the way to the order block, maybe even min threshold. Now came and closed back inside. Let me check the 5-minute structure. Is it looking good? It's looking good. Inversion 5-minute, retap. Now the fall. Want to see the continuation. Not needed because of that equal low of 1 minute. But at least we are still looking for what? A fair value gap. For example, this fair value gap is at top of a higher time frame PDRA. Okay, if you are in a trade from here, if you are willing to take a partial around this level, that's not a bad idea. Okay, even though the liquidity is here, but partial here is not on the top, on here on this higher time frame fair value gap top. Okay, so 440.75 area, even I might take a partial at that level. 7. Because my fair value, bearish fair value is still missing. Okay, that's why. Oh fuck, don't give up close. Don't give up close. Come on, turn it black. Otherwise everything changes. "19 seconds, come on baby." Fuck. fuck that. Question is how far is it going? Okay. Body closing above this. I'm getting out with whatever profit. That's good. So maybe I'm gonna take one contract off at this level. And then I will move the stop loss to break even. Are you fucking kidding me? Seriously, you created the rejection like that? Can you see any similarities with this and this? This is that bullshit. So body closing above this, I'm closing my trade. Oops. Nah, single on looks odd. Let's put two of them. Yeah. Fucking maniac. Dude, I have been observing, okay, a specific scenario. Again, I don't want to discuss it. If you can identify, you can say me. Okay, I'm not saying if you're right or wrong, but I will be very impressed if you guys can identify the fact. When I saw this candle, I was saying don't close a green candle here, okay? Observe. This candle, green candle. This candle, green candle. Okay, it's not about hammer or anything. It's about something else. But anyway, it's not a hammer, but hammer pretty similar. Okay, and this time what I said, like entry can be the rejection block and like the low as a stop loss and 1 to 2 or whatever. Observe. Okay, the lowest body to the rejection block. This is your stop loss. So I don't know. Doesn't make sense, right? But this is 4 hour. CISO gonna trade from tomorrow, bro. CISO, don't trade, brother, please. Okay. I was not supposed to talk about that shit, but I somehow managed to say it. Again, body failing to close above that one single down close. So happy for that. And still no, by the way, still trading that propulsion. Still no fair value, but this time I would love to get the fucking fair value gap. Okay, the one that I was looking at. And stop loss, I'm putting it in profit. No more bullshit stop loss. And that once the fair value is confirmed, I will bring the stop loss here, right above this candle high. But without fair value, I'm not gonna bring it lower, any lower. Like wherever I had to put, I put it already. And this is why you should be taking a partial. Okay. If you haven't taken a partial, that's something you're doing completely wrong in terms of trading. Just because you have this liquidity or identified a dealing range, again, you don't need the entry from the high and you don't need to hold until the low. So this is that part. What did I say? Remember, I didn't say on top of this fair value gap, but on top of this higher time frame fair value that overlaps. Why I was taking the entry around this level? Because of overlapping PDRS. So even if I'm wrong, okay, the rejection will give me enough time and enough structures to decide whether I should be holding or whether I should be exiting. That's that part. If you got it, good. If not, still okay. No worries. Not a fair value for unfilled, but still the structure is telling me this should be the unfilled gap. Okay, like it's not the, like the candle is not telling me that it can be unfilled. But based on the propulsion, this is the first gap it created. So for example, guys, listen, the thing that I was, fuck, it's now a hindsight, but the things that I am trying to keep an eye or keep the data is pretty much this. Okay, see this, what it calls, indecision candle, like no body, no wick, like indecision candle. Right after that, I'm bearish, right? So I'm looking for a follow-up candle as a black candle, or after the indecision, the next candle, down close candle. Okay, and this is happening with a PDRA. From higher time frame, I have the 15-minute fair value there, and from lower time frame, I have that 1-minute propulsion block. From 5-minute chart, I'm talking about this area. Okay, so observe when I'm hovering my mouse over here, it's this inversion and the consecutive order block on 5-minute. Okay, like this is actually consecutive propulsion, by the way, because order block was here and that's where it's trading. So like multiple time frame overlapping. For example, this is indecision candle. Okay, I want to see a down close and bearish rejection. It should be within here to that weak high. Okay, and this candle needs to, because both of them are indecision, like the body is smaller comparing to the wicks. So if this is a down close candle, I'm very happy. If it's up close candle, I will be unhappy, just like this one. Okay, indecision, up close, I was unhappy. So from the lowest possible body to the highest, like to the what it calls, lowest wick or lowest low, this is your rejection block. And from here, I know it's not a perfect one and you should not be taking the trade, but just for the observation purpose, if you took the entry here and the stop loss here, this is a 4-hour trade. Okay, same goes here also. So this is the lowest body and that's the lowest low. And you want to see this is a 4-hour for you, like at least 1 to 2 hour, like it's coming around this level and then going higher again. So what happened? Indecision green candle, what is it doing? I will be stepped out at this level on my top step also. And on my top step, I took out of 4 contracts, 2 off, like 50%. And my other 2 contracts will give me another $150 in profit. And I can call it a day. See, it's the same one area to another area. So whatever, like, I don't know if that made any sense to you guys or not, but yeah, like that's a important thing to have. So observe how I identified those things, I will explain later. I was going through the chart for a few things, like a revision, like during the weekend I do the revisions. So when I was doing the okay, what time was it? 11:30 bedtime, mid of the hour. Middle of the hour. This can be the inversion while taking that low, but it's okay. We got our profit, guys. The only thing that can save our ass is that 5-minute inversion gap, nothing else. Because if it's trading this, we are already out. But if it's trading this, it's gonna go higher for at least that order block area or even higher. So 5-minute inversion consecutive order block, whatever it is, only that can save our ass. Because as you can see, like 5-minute fair value was still getting respected, and the after the order block, the propulsion block was getting traded. That's why it was a must partial level here. And now the rest will do. Like we're looking for a bearish dealing range delivery. If it delivers good, if not, still it will be okay because we have taken partial and we have trailed our stop loss in break even. 62.5 handle, by the way. Pro trader. When was that message? 2:57 my time. Okay, so long ago. All good, bruh. Feels good, feels good. Feels good. Now the delivery is needed, guys. The maximum delivery is needed, maximum, which is closing below that 5-minute candle. 30. This was the 30. Previous candle high taken. Amazing. Going to get the profit. And we are still looking for the same. Remember, propulsion retest? It's the same bloody scenario that happened yesterday 9:30 with me. Okay, inversion traded, expansion was showing good expansion. I already trailed my stop loss. So we are still looking for the same. This again, based on this candle, I was not expecting it to remain unfilled. It was filled, it was broken. That's a bad thing. And it's respecting it is even worse. But I would love to see that it's using this one again as a reclaimed, which is closing below, creating bearish gaps, and then continuing. Okay. Otherwise, in profit, not in loss. So no more, no problem. No problemo. Saturday. Okay, so this thing is still working, but let me just extend it to this area so that I can have a better view of where the market is. Doing this, doing 12 m. Come on, man. Enough hunkies and funkies. Oh, by the way, Jack is here or no? No, Jack actually. No, like not Jack T, the other Jack. He comes here, he writes one message in middle of somewhere, and then I barely see. Like when I'm looking at the chart, I don't see the chats and stuff. For example, like why was saying I was not audible, yeah, and I didn't even see the message, so someone else had to open their microphone and say it. So yeah, it's better if you can call, because even though my Discord is on the other screen, usually that screen is covered by a higher time frame chart of top step. Okay, like top step execution time frame, top step higher time frame, all of them are there. So okay, for you guys, remember that line I marked. Okay, stop loss. What did I say? This, the low. What did it deliver already? Are you happy with this? Okay, it sucks, man. Like for the scalpers, it's like the heaven. in a personal account, like with maybe like 200, $300, you can maybe try this sort of thing. But anyway, and based on 5 minutes, that's also the same bloody scenario, which is a indecision candle followed by a green candle. Okay, so same scenario. And it's still no bearish gap. That's the catch of this entire move. Come on, one bearish gap will do the job. We can trail it above that gap high. Break it, break it, break it. Anyway, too many lines. Come on, come on, come on, come on, break it. One gap, please. Guys, if it takes this low, okay, I'm gonna trail my stop loss above this high. Whether I get the fair value or not. But if it takes this low, only then I will trail it here. Like, either way, it should be somewhere here. At least this small gap. Come on. Why I'm looking for a gap, you know? Ever since this delivery, what happened? One gap broke, close below, used as reclaim, fall. One gap broke, close below, used at reclaimed, fall. This is not something you want to trade, bro. You want to see the displacements. You want to know that actually it has the power to go lower. Okay. Yeah. So far, it didn't create any bullish. That's why I'm a little happy to hold. Otherwise, by now I would have maybe like this time when it tapped the top. Fuck it. And it will be the same scenario the moment I see one bullish gap forming. Like, fuck it. Sucker. Let's see how the 15-second structure is looking, man. I'm now very disturbed with the current price action. One black on green, one black on green. We are still in profit. How the fuck is that even possible, man? One minute 30 seconds left for a 5 minute candle closer. Come on, close below that CE. And don't engulf. Take the profit. $150. Bloody soccer. Bloody soccer created a bullish gap. What will be the thing? Maybe something like this. Still a 3 or 4, but let that happen first. Remember, closing inside of this range, I'm done for the day. I have already closed all my positions, but you got the idea, okay? Because if it closes below this range, it will be a very disturbing price action until 2 p.m. and I don't really have to wait anymore. I have got the profit. I have made what I was looking for. I don't really have to sit and watch the market doing this shit. Okay. New week opening gap low is where your eye should be. Thing is, equal lows, relative equal lows. PM session, no matter what, I would love to see first it's clearing the lows, then it's going higher if it is willing to. And how is the 15-minute? It's the same scenario, okay? Indecision candle. Closing a green candle. That new week opening up low tapped. Order block level tapped. One more time, yeah. So this is a fair value also. Oh, one more thing, guys. Was there any hunky punky on my other friends? Yes, didn't take the low. YM. Fucking YM didn't take that low also. What time was that? This low. 10:30. Oh, oh, okay. Okay, I'm on a 15-second. That's why it was 10:30. Okay, now IM has taken, NQ has taken. All good. All bloody good. Come on, come on, come on. After the indecision, make it a down close. Make it a good down close, not another indecision. Good down close. Ha! Want to try. I want to try, bro. Yeah, 28 seconds. 28 seconds. My runner gave me $150. I risk only $58 and it will give me 162 if I'm right about my press. Okay. $45 candle, open high, low close. Yeah. Open high, low close. And I'm still looking for that same scenario, okay? Which is first bearish gap it creates should be a bag. Should remain unfilled, that thing. It's little earlier than the macro, but still, the area of rejection is what I liked so far. What I didn't like is still kinda indecision, or after that indecision, it created a bullish candle with like some bigger bodies than this, but the wicks are still indecision, and then rejecting from this area. But let's see. And that upward rejection. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Macro in 3 minutes. Can I say it left those liquidities for the PM session to grab it and then maybe one more time try to go higher? How hard it is to create a fair value gap. Come on, first one unfilled. I saw that one. Okay, there is a small gap, but not this one. After closing below this candle, this is the retest, or this is the retest of this candle range. Okay, so still, or even no, that high was taken. So yeah, this candle range. So this is where I want to see the next bearish gap to form, and if it's forming, it should remain as a bag unfilled. So after this candle close, we'll have the macro. Uh, yeah, that's the 49 candle. Macaroni, pepperoni, macaroni, pepperoni. $50 candle. Oh no. Open high into the inversion, then the low close. Please. Please need a week. Please need a week. 5-minute candle without a week. I will not like it. Please. Please. of a witch. Why doing this? But the market execution, okay. I was pressing when it was trading into that inversion, but whatever. Doesn't matter. But this motherhood. If I take a partial again below that low. Because it's a motherhood, brother. Even though I'm getting the bearish gap or about to get the bearish gap, it's a 5-minute candle with a no wick. Fucking hell, bro. Where do you go when you're lonely? Where do you go when it's blue? Where do you go when you're lonely? I'll follow you when the stars go blue. Only one contract cannot take the partial, that's why. But on top step, took two contract and taking a partial at 33.50 if it hits. 33 point, okay, it was hit. When the stars go blue, yeah, yeah. Stars go blue. When the stars go blue. Dancing with a broken heart. And where do you go when you're lonely? Where do you go when it's blue? Okay, let me try until this far. Let's see what happens. I mean, you know what I'm doing right now, so that no, it could have been here. Dancing with a broken heart. Oh, and I'm loving you. Where do you go when you're lonely? Where do you go when it's blue? Where do you go when you're lonely? Oh, follow me when the stars go blue. When the stars go blue. And it's at the low. I usually put around the 25% or mid, but all good. Because of that no weak candle, I don't trust anything that happens here. I do not trust anything that happens here. Come on, fall now. Enough. You have filled up the fair value completely, which you can. And traded the mid of the breaker. I low, yeah. if there is a week, I could add over here, okay? And if there is a week, I wouldn't take a partial here also. I would take it below this low or around this same rejection block area. Just because of that no week, I didn't trust this fall, I didn't trust that fair value. Whether you trust me or not. Start because that's a 5 minute candle with a no week, okay? Like this 5 minute candle with a no week. If that was a, like for example, 15 minute has the week, 5 minute, 1 minute, none of them has the week. That's the reason I didn't like trust this fair value gap, okay? And that's the reason I choose to take a partial here also. This 2 minute 57 seconds, super crucial, super important. Still unfilled, no issue. As long as it starts to deliver now. Because eventually, do you know what happened here? Let me clear the damn chart a little bit. Okay, it's still valid. Didn't close above, went above. Still, this candle gonna tell. But let me clear the chart for the sake of understanding something important. See that 5 minute bullish gap? Still not breaking that gap while trading into the RTH gap low, which is here, and while taking those liquidities. And if you observe, I still have 1 minute 55 seconds. If that gap is not presented, it's a fucking disaster that's gonna happen. Okay. Good thing is, yeah, it's still leaving unfilled. Good thing is, this gap can be fully traded. I don't care how it trades, where it trades. Okay. But I would love to see after trading that upper gap, leaving it as a breakaway gap, next can like this candle is closing as far as it can from this area. Why? Because in 1 minute we are having our 1 p.m. opening. Okay, so the further it goes, the open high will be easier for us. Okay, but if it's close to that area or this area, the open high can stop me because of that no wick candle, and then it can start to go lower again. I don't want that to happen. Okay, so this candle, this is literally the last candle of the hourly candle. So the further it closes, the better it is. So that 1 p.m. open high doesn't rock our life. And if you see any bull, like let's say this is your stop loss. If you see any bullish gap, expect this market is going for higher run. It's not coming lower anytime soon. Okay. If you see any bullish gap, why? Inside of macro, we are still inside of macro. Market has taken liquidity, traded the unfilled portion of, okay, even this 1 minute gap. Forget that 5 minutes. This was a breakaway gap, okay? Inside of that, it took a liquidity. Body closed at the low of the gap. And then this market from a higher time frame after clearing liquidity while respecting a bullish gap, inverted a bearish gap. Okay. So if you see any bullish gap forming, like forms here, be assured we are not going lower. We are going for these highs again. Like not just this one, this time it will clear that also, and maybe even the upper high. Knew it. Knew it. Oh, and the 5 minute created. Okay, yeah. Until there is a bullish gap, it's still bearish. But the moment it gives a bullish gap, okay. Why I'm saying this is because again, I'm not trusting that no weak 5 minute candle. That's why I was not trusting this fair value either. And that's the reason I was choosing to take partial first here, so that if it stops, I will still, just like the other trade, okay. Good partial taken, a small position open, whatever happens, happens. That way. Because this is 1 p.m. candle open high. Remember what I said? That if it is close to that fair value, open high can rock our life. It rocked. So now the delivery may happen. In a sense, this gap is still unfilled, okay? Look, not a single body even closed in, like one tick inside the gap. Because of that sheet, this mohawk happened. So it is what it is. Yeah, I know, like it's a no wick candle, so I could leave it at this break even, or like a little above that no wick for a better rejection reaction. But anyway, it doesn't matter. And then on the left, balance price range. This is a BPR. I don't have the BPR, but I'll just put a this one. No bullish gap, okay? If there was a bullish gap, remember. So how I'm anticipating participating before the 1 p.m. open, I said I would love to see it's going further lower so that the open high doesn't rock our life. 1 p.m. open high rocked our life. And no matter what, you don't want to see it's getting broken before taking the low. This is the continuation gap for multiple reasons. Okay. The continuation gap for multiple reasons. Number one is it was trading into that no wick, that problematic candle range. Okay. Then that inversion, that BPR or whatever, like however you call that area, then that breaker area. So in this case of scenario, this is going to be the continuation. Like after rebalancing all the imbalance, it's expanding the range and gave you a bearish gap. So this is the continuation. Okay. That way. Good. Listen, no hard feeling for me. I don't know about you guys. No hard feeling for me because two trades, good partial taken with good profits, not a small profits, and then market closed or choose to stop me. So as I said, no hard feeling for me. Okay. Now I hope you guys are happy with your profit or something if you have traded it. And do not forget about this motherfucker. something important. And I would
See,
love
that
to
5
see
minutes
it's coming for this level and maybe
to
even
happen.
this low. If it can go below this low, then this is how far it should go. Okay. If there was a bullish gap, remember.
Uh,
So how
if
that makes
I'm
sense to you
anticipating
guys?